I think that's a very thin basis on which to seek the recusal of our office. All of the students are part of the Muslim Student Union, and it's just a shorthand way of calling it, of naming the case. I should also say we don't call it that. There was a particular email that they got a copy of. They were forwarded a copy of that had that as the subject line, but that's not any kind of an official title. Well, if you look at the video of the assembly, for the first about half an hour that he's there, every time he goes to the microphone and gets about one sentence into his speech, he's interrupted. And the interruptions last between a minute and 3 minutes each. And it's very disruptive. Finally, the disruptor is taken out of the auditorium. You'll watch the ambassador go back to the microphone, try to get find his place again, and sort of say, as I was saying, and again, he'll get one sentence in, and then the next disruptor would get up and interrupt the assembly for, again, a period of 1 to 3 minutes. And it's just one after another after another. That disrupted the speech very substantially. And you can see the frustration is very evident on the ambassador's part and on the audience's part, that it's for half an hour. They're just one after another. These disruptors are just taking over the event. He took about 10 or 15 minutes in the middle, walked off stage. Administrators from the college got up on the stage and lectured the audience in reminding them of the rules of the assembly, begging for civility and politeness, assuring them that if they would wait till the end of the assembly, they could have an opportunity to be heard during a question and answer period, and saying that some people are going to talk to the ambassador and see if he will come back on stage, despite the disruptions and the embarrassments that have happened already. He does come back on stage. He does try to resume his speech, and again, 4 or 5 times he's interrupted again. So did he complete all the remarks that he had planned to complete? I don't think so, and certainly not in the way that he intended to. He did come back, and at another point in the later on in the assembly, there's a long and loud disruption as about 40 people, including who have been there with the previously removed disruptors, get up and leave. And after that, the ambassador is able to speak for another 20 minutes or so uninterrupted. But as you can imagine, I think that everybody's minds were pretty distracted at that point after what had gone on. I said that's not true. There's a very clear violation of the law here. There is an obvious intent to violate the law. In their own statements, they were trying to shut down the event. And that is preventing the exercise of free speech on the part of the ambassador and the right of free assembly and to hear on the part of the audience. And that is the principle under which we're prosecuting this case. And there's ample evidence to prove that. It doesn't matter to us at all what the religion of the defendants is. Yeah, there's another case from UCI from about 2 months before this that involved students who were disrupting and trespassing and protesting on campus and wouldn't stop. And I think about 19 of them have been arrested and prosecuted. No, it's. In fact, the content of the speech is irrelevant. I mean, if you're prosecuting based on the content of the speech, then you might be violating the Constitution. It's the effect of disrupting the assembly that is what's prohibited, and is not protected speech under the Constitution. So no, it doesn't matter what you call the value of the speech or what the content of the speech is. Not really. I'm prevented by the rules of professional ethics to make any comment about that. I know that it is in public record. I think that Some defense attorneys have mentioned that there was an offer to plead guilty. Obviously, because the prosecution is still moving forward, there hasn't been any settlement of the case via a disposition on a plea agreement.